Hello. Welcome, Earth friend.
What?
I don't know. See, this is where Dawn gets so uncomfortable. Hi, welcome to Rusty Judgment. My name is Tom. This is my lovely wife, Dawn.
I'm just glad it's on your channel, not mine. You can say whatever you want over here. That's totally fine. No?
No.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
Hello, it's good to see you.
Yes, so it is Sunday afternoon. If you are
Mhm.
watching this live, we are glad you have joined us. I see we have
The Chiotino
the
family.
Totino family. I'm sorry, I just realized that's a bad idea. I'm not going to try and start pronouncing names because,
Like, where's John? Like,
yep.
awesome. Well, we were kind of surprised by the feedback on Friday's video.
By we mean Tom.
I was surprised
Did
too.
you read the comments?
So
Oh, I
here's what
read them out
happens.
loud.
Can I tell you what happens when Tom publishes a video? Then he sits on the couch and reads comments, and they're awesome. Like, we love reading the comments.
Mhm.
And so he's reading them out loud, and we're all reacting and laughing and being like, what? But we were blown away when you were like, 80% of the comments are this. And I'm like, I did not see that coming at all.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So on Friday's video, we thought the controversy was going to be over the paint color.
No, I thought the controversy was going to be about the windows mismatching.
Oh, actually, that's what I thought too.
That's what
I
I thought.
thought that would be the number one.
I think out of, gosh, how many comments did I have? Only maybe 2 or 3 people commented on the windows at all about like the mismatches of it.
So if you haven't seen the video, like, Tom put in 5 new windows,
Well, we put in
5.
the main level. We put in all brand new windows.
And they're all different.
They're all
the
different.
grid patterns, they're all white vinyl, except for the one kitchen window that's brown on the outside.
That Dawn picked out.
I'll take care of it. I promise I'll take care of it.
So
The grid patterns and everything is like, they're just all different windows. And so were the comments like rude about it, or are they just kind of like, I wouldn't do that? Like, that's
About the windows?
yeah, like, that's not
Oh
very
no, it was just
classy.
kind of like, I wouldn't have done that. But
So yeah, but what was actually the main topic of discussion in the comments on Friday?
the front deck steps thing.
So there's these like really decrepit steps on the front of the house. It's like a little landing, and then steps that went down along the house.
Yeah, so out of 629 comments, I would say 80% of those were about the steps.
Hmm.
So Tom wants to just rebuild them, like make brand new ones, make it bigger because the siding is rotten at the bottom in one section. I thought, well, instead of putting new siding there, just cut the old siding out, make a bigger platform, and then bigger steps off the front that we compromised on,
Mhm.
and it'll be beautiful.
What were the comments saying though? You need a porch. You need
No, the
or it
comments
needs
were
to be
saying that. Right,
bigger.
hold on. But Dawn, this lovely Dawn,
Mhm.
wants me to reuse all of it.
No,
Slap on some decking,
new deck boards. I thought to keep it
turn
the
the
same
steps
size.
to the front.
Yep,
It's
steps to the
like
front. Keep it the same size.
it's like maybe 4 foot by 4 foot right
And
now.
my justification behind that is, I don't think the people living in this house are going to use the front door. There's not even a sidewalk going to it. You would have to walk through the grass to get to it.
Which is actually fairly easy to do. Sorry, walk through the grass to get to it.
Well,
I walk on our
But
grass
in
all
the
the time.
winter, you're not going to, and it's winter half the year in Minnesota.
Correct. That is correct.
And we love renters and rentals,
Uh-huh.
but we're also trying to conserve budget. And would that be the best use of funds to making this house like a really great rental for someone?
Probably.
No, I think if we were reselling it, then yes, I understand what you all are saying, like up the curb appeal. Like, I love the comments that were like, you need a place for pumpkins and like a chair, you know?
Yep.
Yes, if we were gonna live there, 1000%, I
All
would
right.
want that.
So Dawn, this is my channel.
Yep,
so
sorry,
need
you
to
go ahead.
bring down your intensity.
Your opinion.
Nobody watching right now is caring about getting rid of their stuff. So
yeah, okay.
we're just gonna bring it down. So we are going. Well, I didn't actually talk to you about this.
What's your plan?
I'm gonna make it bigger.
But okay, describe what you want to do. How big?
4 foot by 8 feet,
And it's what is it currently?
4 by 4.
Oh, so you're like doubling the size of it.
Yes.
You could put pumpkins there.
And I am doing that because of the rotten siding. And because it actually works out with the lumber really well, obviously being 4 feet by 8 feet, all the lumber for decking I got was 8 feet long. So you might as well just
Oh, no cuts.
make the deck at that length instead of cutting them like 2
So do you
feet
have to put
shorter.
more posts under it then? Because right now there's 4 posts, like
There
support
are only
posts.
2 posts underneath it.
Oh,
right
the
now.
house
It's
and then
attached
2.
to the house.
Okay, so you have to put another support post.
Yeah,
then?
but fun fact: the posts that are on it are not in the ground; they're just sitting on concrete pads.
So are you going to do that same thing, or are you going
I'm
to
gonna
redo
do.
all of them?
I'm gonna do that same thing.
Okay, we're fine with that.
Okay. And then hold on.
Yep.
And then the entire front will be steps coming down towards the road.
So
The-
8 foot wide steps.
Yes.
I wonder if we need 8 foot wide steps.
Well, Tom already bought the materials.
And is returnable. Okay. So this is where I think some more controversy might come in though, Tom. Is your 4x8 little deck going to be centered on the front door?
No.
This is where I need your help.
Here's,
All of you that want a bigger deck.
Here's why it is not going to be centered. If you center it, the deck on the one side like touches the window, or gets
The
almost
railing
up
would.
to where the window will be. And I think that would be kind of weird to have a deck. Well, I guess now that I say that, our deck does this. That you could walk onto and look into the house, but never mind our personal deck at our house. You can walk onto the deck and look into the house.
Well, and I don't
Don't do
recall
that.
exactly. Can't you, Tom? Couldn't you just walk up to the house and look in the window?
I could. You can.
Yeah.
So, but honestly, the reason why I'm going to offset it wasn't even that. It was because if I offset it, then I can cut all the rod out of the siding. If I center it, 8 feet wide doesn't cut out all of our rod and siding. So if I hold the one side where it is, like the under the light, you know, you have the light above, you hold that one side and then go 8 feet towards like the shed.
Mm-hmm.
That will eliminate all of our rod and siding.
So it's been pretty far offset then.
Nah, it'll be
I mean,
great.
I do say, like, someone is like saying
The more offset, the better.
because you could put a chair there.
Yep, or a pumpkin.
Or a pumpkin. I like the comment saying you need it. I would need it bigger, but probably because I get too many Amazon packages. Is the door centered on the side of the house? No, it's not. Right. I'm so glad we're talking front porch. I do get. They're saying like I like the comment too that says because there's no deck we're taking off the deck on the end of the house. There's no deck on the back. It would be nice to have a place to put a chair and sit. And I do agree with that.
I understand that, but I will tell you this. No one is going to do that because
you have an 8 foot deck now. You don't think anyone will sit there?
No. Because the road side of this property is heavily trafficked. And I don't think anyone's going to sit out there and listen to the semis and the cars and for some reason, so I work out there a lot. It is like a drag strip in front of this house.
I think I would sit out there.
Well, you're not going to live there.
No, so. I think I would though. There's just something about watching the traffic go by that can be kind of nice too. Okay.
Okay.
Our deck isn't centered on the house. Okay.
See? Thanks, Cara.
All right.
All right. So that's
it's
my
going to be
plan.
an 8 foot wide. Okay.
8 foot wide deck, 8 foot wide steps coming all the way to the ground.
Okay.
Furniture going in and out of the house is going to be so nice and easy. Nothing's going to get beat up or dinged up. We won't ever have to patch the walls.
Let's see. I'm trying to find
It's going to be wonderful.
comment. Okay. Let me ask you all this though.
Why are you asking them anything?
I'm here voluntarily.
When are you going to put trim on this one?
Yeah.
Or this door?
Okay. Do you all think though that the steps need to be 8 feet wide? I'm kind of feeling like that's going to look a little silly.
Lovely.
Silly.
Oh, also another big questions were if you do the steps off the front, you're going to block the window in the basement. That's going to be sad. Were some of the comments I remember.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's just a big empty basement, and those windows are disgusting. So I'm okay blocking it.
Yeah, the one window actually has like insulation in between.
I
them.
actually took that out.
Oh, okay.
Because
Okay.
it was gross.
It was gross. Yeah, we're not too concerned about that. So
No.
will you block a window?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not really that big of a deal.
Which will make it more aesthetically pleasing
It
from the
actually
road.
will look better.
Yeah.
Okay, so 8
8
feet
foot wide
steps
steps might be nice. Thank you, Aaron.
No, that will help get furniture in easier.
Thank
It's
you.
not all about looks, we're more about practicality. All
Thank
right, I guess
you.
the steps are gonna be 8 feet wide. So thanks, guys. All
We
right,
won
8
this
foot
one.
stairs would be great. You all keep going. Okay, well, there was one other thing that came up a couple times though.
A bunch of times. I don't know
Do
what
you
you're
know
gonna
what I'm
say.
saying? You should paint the door.
We're not painting the door.
It might not come across on
That
video.
door's beautiful.
It's like a wood, a green, like cedar-ish.
I just installed that door.
It's actually a really pretty door, but it might not look that way. We didn't really show it.
A lot of
like,
people
up
said to
close.
paint it dark green. I'm not going to do that because that door is beautiful.
Yeah, if you didn't, but they probably didn't understand that it
Yeah,
was like a wood
Totally
grain.
fine.
Mhm.
Yep.
So, and what was the overall consensus on the paint color? Did we pick the right one, or were we not so much?
I think I don't know. There were a lot of paint comments too. I would say that the paint people were good with the color we did. I think the majority of people who didn't like the color said to go darker,
Yeah.
which I think Dawn and I both agreed. But we kind of got into the color a ways, and we were like, let's just leave it.
Well, what we liked the darker. That shade of darker wasn't quite right with the
Yeah,
shed
no, not
and for the
not the
house.
darker one, and that's what people said too. Is not that green, just
Yeah,
a
but
little
maybe a little
darker.
darker.
Green.
I just wonder too if the house would look kind of short, like because it's not a very tall house.
It is very short.
And a dark color, I think, might have emphasized with like the white trim and then the everything that it might have emphasized that it's like just not a
Paint
very
the
tall
door.
house.
No, I will not paint the door.
Or put poly on it. It's like it's
It
one of
is
those like
sealed. It's-
pre-finished.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
It
it's
needs
no
nothing.
maintenance.
It
It's a
needs
maintenance free.
nothing.
We'll show it in a
Tom will
better.
not touch that door.
We'll show it in a better angle, and then it'll be better, easier to see. Like so.
Yeah.
Nice paint colors. Looks great with the trim. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Eva. Yes, I like the color. Thank you. The door is beautiful. Thank you. So.
Yeah. What else you got? What were you working on today, Dawn?
I was working in the garden for a little while, which was wonderful. It's pretty mild in here in Minnesota right now.
Yeah, but it's still smoky.
It's
Is it
smoky
smoky
this
where you
weekend.
live?
Yeah. I can't imagine living closer. So we're so sorry if you are in an area with forest fires and whatnot, because it is. Put a wreath on the door matching the paint color.
Nah.
Yeah. Not smoky in Florida. Yeah, it probably hasn't made it quite that far. It's actually quite smoky here. Today was
Super
worse than
smoky. I think
yesterday,
this is like the 4th day in a row.
So I worked out for a little while, but
Significant smoke.
yeah, but it's cool today, which is nice and windy. That helps make it feel cooler too.
Ooh, our tree trimmer came back. He left the state for 2
Oh,
weeks.
was he back today?
Well, he's back in
yeah.
the state. He did not start tree trimming like he said he was going to, but he's in the state. I'm really just hoping he'll be there tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. And then what I think will help the front of the house too is that I do want to put some bushes and we'll put some fresh plastic, rock, trim, bushes, and that will help the curb appeal. I really want to do some hydrangea.
So here's the
bushes.
thing. I don't actually think it needs curb appeal at all because it's a rental property and not a flip. If it was a flip, yes, curb appeal matters.
Okay, but
But we're renting it.
the other thing though, we do need to keep water away from the house.
We
need to
do.
shed water.
Yeah.
So we do need to grade it just a little bit, and put plastic down. So if we're gonna go through all that work, new plastic, new rock, and everything, then we're gonna put in some bushes. So you can just give me a budget and I will work within that and it'll be great.
I don't actually think you should because I kind of just sprayed like 2 feet around the entire house with Roundup that will kill everything.
Okay.
So I think if you put bushes in, they will die.
Okay. Will you all let me know how long I have to wait to plant bushes once you put Roundup down? How deep do you think that really penetrates the ground?
I sprayed it pretty heavily because I wanted to kill all those trees that keep trying to come back.
There were a lot of trees trying to grow.
A lot of trees trying to come back after I cleaned it up.
Okay. Renters like curb appeal too, especially long-term renters. Thank you.
Well, I agree with that, but here's the thing. The renters are going to have to maintain this stuff.
Well, yeah. Have we decided, are these renters going to mow their own lawn?
We haven't decided that.
Yeah. I will put in landscaping bushes that are no maintenance. Like,
they don't grow?
I mean, they might have to be trimmed once in a while, but not a lot of maintenance. That would be my goal.
Okay.
So no bushes. They have to be maintained.
Thank you.
You got the house is so boring on the front. Like you had to have something on the front.
Okay. It's okay. I don't think people are going to move into this house for how the house looks from the road. They're
No.
going to move into it because of the shed
Mhm.
and the land behind the house.
It's true.
That's why they're going to live there.
Mhm. But it's okay for it to still look nice too.
Yeah, but Tom has 2 other houses he has to go work on.
Mhm. Thank you. Yes, bushes. Oh, shutters. Kimberly, why didn't I think about
That house is so way too small for shutters.
Tom hates shutters.
That house is way too small for
Some
shutters.
cedar colored shutters that match the door.
Way too. All right, we are gonna end this live stream right now. No, seriously, that house is too small. Way too small for shutters.
I'll mock it up in Photoshop.
I will say it
It'll be
again. It
fine.
is too small for shutters. Hold on, I might accidentally.
Yeah, don't do that. Shutters are great.
No. All right,
That's funny.
think about wall space on that house, everyone. We already put 3.5-inch white trim around all the windows. Then you put shutters on there too.
Yeah.
There is no wall space or room for that. Mm-mm.
Oh, I think you can put 8-foot wide steps on the front. You can put a few shutters.
No, you cannot. No,
Uh-huh.
no. No shutters. Nowhere, no how.
Mm-hmm. All right. We were also happy to see that our Zestimate has already increased. So
A bunch.
that was actually very
If the
gratifying.
estimate on that property is accurate, we made a very good financial decision.
Well, it's just funny. Way back in the beginning, we talked about how, anyways, it was just, yeah. So, anyways, that was kind of gratifying.
Anyways,
so,
what? You started
I
down
know,
a
I
road
won't
and
go
then you
down that
kind of
road
just like
right now.
parked it. Go down there.
what a couple of barrels with flowers. It was just a price we were given as a value on it was just so low
The
that it was ridiculous.
$27,000 on the house or
Yeah.
the whole property?
On the house. And
Yeah.
everything.
So the appraiser that appraised the property before we closed on it valued each building and then the land, and then he gave the house a value, and he gave the house a value of $27,000. That's it.
We're like, we could move this house off of here
like,
and probably
I
sell
could-
it for more than $27,000.
Yeah.
Oh, window boxes. I would do window boxes on that house all day long if we
Oh,
lived
no.
there.
No, you wouldn't. They would rot the siding out. Nope.
Pots with
Can we
flowers
get some?
instead of
Can
bushes.
we get some
No,
men in
see,
the comments here? They would rot the siding out.
pots with flowers instead of bushes. That's, yes, I think
That's maintenance.
That's, well, they wouldn't take care of the flowers. That would be their own thing if they wanted to do that. So
I'd love to redo the barn too, but that's just not happening.
yeah, the barn will have to wait its turn.
Do men watch this channel? I don't know. Kate. I don't know. Honestly, no. Like 9% do.
Yeah. So we've decided with the barn, because we really do need to get like a structural engineer out there. There's some stuff that's a little sketchy.
I don't think we do. I think we need to just
No.
finish
So what we've
this thing
decided.
up, rent it out, and move over to the
No.
other.
So what I was going to say is we are going to lock it and not allow the tenants to use any part of it, right?
Hold on. I'm not cheap. Dawn's actually the cheap one.
It's actually true. I think a $25 hydrangea bush can go a very long way, though, in the impression that.
There are hydrangea bushes there, remember?
No, those are peony.
Oh,
Peony
whatever.
bushes.
Flowers. Okay, there's flowers there.
We are going to lock up the barn, and the renters are not allowed to use the barn, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
It is just a visual aid.
It's a reminder
When
of
they look out
times
that
gone
they look
by.
out that side kitchen window, they can see this beautiful old barn.
in wood
That's
silo.
it.
That's it. It's just, yeah. It's just for visual appeal.
Correct.
Yeah. And then do you have much to do on the little white garage? We haven't really shown that at all.
I don't know. That's the thing. Like redoing any structure or vehicle or anything like that is always a can of worms. You always have to draw a line of how far do you go with things. So that little white, we don't. It's just like a one stall garage, like an oversized one stall garage. You could probably put like a big truck in it.
Yeah, but we're kind of thinking that.
I know.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm just saying, like, it has broken up concrete floor. The back window is leaking.
Yeah.
Like some of the tin is kind of beat up.
Mm-hmm.
But like, what do you do with it? Like,
Right.
how nice
How
do you
far do you
make
go?
it? Like,
Because hostas, that's a great idea. because we are imagining that'll be the animal building. Because yes, we are hoping to attract someone with horses for it. Tom planted the field behind the house in a grass mix for pasture.
Like a pasture mix.
But I mean, there's lots we could do to make that garage really cute, like a little stable. But Tom's not interested.
I have other houses to go to.
So probably it's just kind of going to
Dawn,
stay
okay,
as is. I'm fine with it.
No. See,
You're
this
getting
is
kind of worked up.
because Dawn just wants everything to be so cute and pretty, but Dawn doesn't go to these houses. Dawn doesn't do the work in these houses.
I will plant bushes, but so it's gonna. But is it fine the way it is? Like, do you have to really do anything to it? Can it just kind of be like, it is what it is?
Yeah,
it is fine.
I think so.
Okay, yeah, especially now that you cut down all the trees around it.
Yes, that was the biggest thing. There were trees growing and laying on it. Actually, one of the trees I cut off, which I haven't shown you yet because I was waiting for my tree guy to finish his thing. The tree actually like curled around the metal tin, and it like formed, the side of the trunk formed to the roof. It was kind of wild.
Yeah, but it is looking. That'll be fun when you share that video because the tree trimming makes such a big difference. So that's been really cool to see.
Yeah. Yep.
Where will the tenants' animals live during the winter if you won't let the barn be used? So
outside, like animals. Sure.
No, so actually, so that's a dairy barn. It's really, those barns actually aren't good for a lot of.
They're kind of
animals.
worthless.
Yeah, so you can't put a horse inside of it.
No,
because if they rear up, like they'll.
I don't think they could even stand in there. The ceilings are maybe a little over 6 feet.
Yeah,
so you couldn't get a horse in there.
No, so we will make a run-in, like a 3-sided structure. That's what they do around in our area. Like even the stable in our area that boards horses, they're just in run-ins in the winter, like 3-sided buildings. Animals just have to be out of the wind, and then they're created to keep themselves warm in the winter. So fix the leaking window so the wall won't get damaged. You'll probably goober some caulk on it or something.
I honestly haven't even looked at it yet.
Yeah. Go to BMO and get another window with a different grid pattern.
No, thank you. I would rather cap it all together and have no window than do that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, agrees. Run-in is all we use in northern Minnesota. Yeah. I know people often are like, don't animals get cold in the winter? But it's quite remarkable how they're able to stay warm. So
it's almost like they were designed that way.
All right. If you have any questions, go ahead and share them in the comments. If we've missed your question, you can repost it too. Let's see. So really, that's what's actually kind of hard because even we have a big old dairy barn on our property, and there's not a lot you can do with it. Some people do have in our area like raised the ceiling height.
They structurally reinforce the building. They cut the hay-mound floor out, and then they raise this. They build a taller hay-mound floor, so they can actually use the building, which I had always thought would be cool to do in ours. That's kind of a big task.
It's a big undertaking
because the hay-mound floor is kind of like part of what is holding the whole building together. And ours has cables running through it. Somebody has straightened it probably 30, 40 years ago. And so that would complicate ours even more. So it just sits there empty. Dawn's brother puts 2 trucks in it every winter.
Yeah.
That's it.
I've always thought it's remarkable when you go in those buildings and how much hay they could put up there, and that structurally it could hold it. It's still
super
like,
sketchy.
Well, it's just
that you would walk underneath like tens of thousands of pounds of hay.
Yeah, all your animals are under there and everything. So yes. Let's see. Yeah, what would you use another building on your property for? That's the other thing.
It's a great question.
We actually
nothing.
have
Absolutely nothing.
everything now. Yeah. So Dawn, how is your garden? It's okay. It's just my plants that I started in here, I didn't ever harden them off. I just brought them outside, and so a lot of them died.
So why did we redo the barn? No, when we talk about the barn, we're talking about the dairy barn, not the whole building.
Yes, but the shed we moved, Tom has been working on a little bit.
Okay, so now you're jumping to our property.
Oh, are we back over there?
Yeah.
I'm lost. Okay, go ahead. You go ahead.
Okay, so they asked why we redid a barn issue. They were so confused. That's the farmhouse they're talking. So now you're jumping to our property of our shed.
You go ahead.
Ahead with what? I'm just trying to bring clarity.
Okay. Let's see. Why don't you let renters choose the plants? I think our hope is to have it all because we need to do the plastic and the rock soon. So I would want to put in the plants at the same time, but otherwise that would be a good idea too. Shutters would hide the new paint job. What do we need to hide about the new paint
What
job?
happened with your plan to move your house? Oh, we
Oh.
have 3 other houses in the works right now.
Yeah, we decided just to put our house on hold, and it's really fine. Like our house actually functions just fine with all 6 of us. So
Mhm.
for now,
Is there a garden area for renters on the property? I'm sure they could probably pick a spot.
yeah, we'd be totally fine if they wanted to put in. There's actually a lot of places.
That front, like little
Yeah.
hillside area, that's in the
Mhm.
sun almost all the time. That would be a good
Hmm. Yeah,
spot.
if they wanted to, they definitely could.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it would be ugly though from the road.
Yeah. Is there a minimal homeschooling video coming soon on your channel? Oh,
Nope, never happening.
not anytime soon.
Do we have our pool up this year? We do
We
not.
decided not to.
We decided we have too much going on.
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. Did you work out a planning system, Tom, that works to reduce your stress with all the projects?
Nope. You want to come do that for me?
Yeah.
No, I have
you
not.
found anything that helps at all?
Getting after it.
Yeah. What about the wedding that was going to happen in your property? So that got pushed off till next summer, which is good. We could have pulled it together.
Well, it's good
this
for
summer.
us.
Yeah.
We're not sure what. Yeah,
No, it's fine.
it's fine.
So I'm glad we could have pulled it together. Like our property would have been fine, but I think it'll be more enjoyable to host it next summer. So.
Yep.
How are the puppies? Awesome. They've mellowed out so much. I love having them around, and they're happy, and they still have their 5 acres of invisible fence, and so they just roam around, and yeah.
Yeah, they're excited for like the first like 10 minutes of the day.
When they're out, they're like all energetic.
And then they
yeah.
just
and then they
just hang out.
hang out, and
Yeah.
they lay in the sun and lay in the shade, and
Yep.
yeah. So yep.
Yep. Am I originally from Minnesota? Yes, I am.
Well,
Oh, no,
you were
I'm
born in
not.
Wisconsin.
Sorry. Yeah, I moved here. I was born in Wisconsin, moved here when I was 5 or 6 or so.
Your dad's family is
From Milwaukee.
from the Milwaukee area.
Yep.
So then you guys moved to Minnesota, and then the rest is history.
Mhm.
Camper plans. We hope to go camping again. We love Peanut, those small camper. And so we hope to go again we went over the 4th of July, and we hope to go again in a few weeks, maybe.
Yeah.
Hmm. So
Mhm.
yeah, we really like the small camper. It would be less ideal like to do, if we would do like a month in Florida, not super ideal for that
No.
probably. Unless we got like a big tent for it to set up outside or something, but
Yeah, I don't know that you'd want a tent in outside.
I just mean
in
that
Florida.
tent to be at like a canopy tent or something where you can
Oh,
be
yeah,
outside
yeah,
and not
yeah.
like there's just not a lot of room
And
inside
then
to do stuff.
have we told the internet that we sold the big one?
No.
Sorry.
That's fine. I don't care.
We sold the big one
Yeah.
like a month ago, 6 weeks ago or so.
Yeah.
We decided, 2 campers is silly. You guys, 2 campers is not minimal. We actually decided that the big one was beautiful and we loved it, but I don't think we really foresaw ourselves using it because we like this tiny one so much. And we don't have any like really long trips that we would want to stay in the big one.
Mhm.
So we were like, let's just get rid of it. Like it's
Yeah.
just sitting around. We hadn't actually camped in it since last June.
Yeah.
So we're like, well, let's just
Mhm.
get rid of that thing instead of having it sit around.
Yeah, my parents are going to take our small camper this coming weekend.
Yep.
They're going to use it, and then we decided if we ever, if we ever want to go together, which we still would like to, we'll just
Mhm.
rent one. So
Yeah. So we have, because Tom and Don like to jump around and do different things. We have the next camper model sizes layout, the
perfect ideal camper.
the next best camper. The next one is always like this one is going to be the perfect layout. Anyway, so we've decided instead of buying that next one without using one, we'll rent one like that.
Mhm.
Decide if that is actually like the camper layout.
I kind of feel
It's a little bigger than Peanut. It's smaller than the bigger one we
yeah,
just
still no
sold.
slides or anything.
No slides.
I kind of feel like some people maybe recommended that. They said, "Oh, maybe you should rent one of these campers before you just go and buy them."
I have no idea what you're talking about. I think a lot of people said that.
I know lots of question about foster care, so we decided to put it on hold for the spring and summer because I actually ended up traveling quite a bit too in the spring here, and then with all the projects going on. We loved having the kids here. Their schedules and all the running associated with them was a lot. So it was. We would like to still do it, but for right now, it's on hold. So,
What did I
how's the
see?
Bronco coming?
The Bronco is sitting. The engine. So the only thing that thing needs right now to get to where we could use it and continue working on it is the engine put in it. I had the engine sent to get built by an engine builder 4 or 5 months ago.
Hmm.
It is still not done.
Yeah.
He says it's together now, so maybe we'll have the engine at some point, but not yet.
Hmm. Will you help
Somebody,
people declutter again? We've actually talked a lot about helping people declutter and just not videoing it because that part was really stressful. And I was just worried. I didn't want the other people to feel uncomfortable too because we were videoing it. I wanted to just be able to have like honest conversations about things that weren't being recorded. And so we want to do more decluttering with people in our area and just not video record it. So
yeah.
mhm. But
Hmm.
I love doing it, and that would take so much stress off if we weren't also trying to video it. So
Hmm. When will we be sponsored by a camper company? That would be
send them over, man. That would be awesome.
if they made us go camping more. That would be cool.
Are you a frog eater, Tom?
Absolutely not.
John, any plans on speaking in Canada anytime soon? I don't have any current invitations. So, oh, we should mention, Tom, we are going to be in Denver, July 27th. It's a Thursday at
Uh-huh.
where are we going to be at?
We are going to be at the Bandimere racetrack,
Speedway.
drag racing cars. Why not? And emceeing an event.
Yeah.
So if you want to come drag race with us, come on out.
Yeah, it's gonna be super cool. So it's right outside of Denver. I'm sure if you live in Colorado, you're familiar with the area, but
Yeah.
it's for Channel Mom. I do like regular interviews with them, but they support women in many different capacities. But they have a single moms ministry, a prison ministry for moms. So lots of cool work that they do. So their fundraiser is of all places at
At a
Bandimere
racetrack.
Speedway, and we get to drag race cars.
Yep.
Have you ever drag
I
raced a
actually
car?
have, yeah.
I have not. So we'll see.
It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun. So you're welcome to join us, and we can put a link here in the description too. And so the tickets are like $100 and $150, so it's a little bit of an investment, but it does go to a really great cause. It's going to help moms.
I mean,
so.
but you get to drag race a car. I mean, who cares what it costs, Dawn?
Yeah. That's way cheaper than the NASCAR experience down in Florida.
Man, that was, yeah.
Yeah. So, but they only have 64 racing spots. So if you want to, I would actually probably give up my spot of racing, Tom, and let somebody else race you too. So.
Wait, you want to just give up that easy?
Well, I know I'm not going to beat you.
How do you know that?
So, all right. Well, I guess I have some practice drag racing to do between now and July 27th. So I'll have to find a place to go do
You're
that.
gonna order a tree on Amazon. You can practice your reaction time.
Yep. Oh man, is that what I would need to do to practice? I don't even know.
Yeah, that's pretty much all. I'm sure the cars are automatics, so yeah.
Yeah. Did your dad finish the car he was working on?
Nope, he did not. I think he just went into the garage yesterday for the first time in probably 8 months.
Yeah. No plans to go to Europe either, although that would be super fun. We would actually love that.
Maybe in a few years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, super fun to get to visit with you all tonight, even though I lost on all accounts. Off-center deck, 8-foot wide steps. That's fine.
No shutters.
I might sneak some shutters on. We'll see.
No, you
Tom's not looking
No,
at
you
it.
won't.
I could put up shutters.
You
Shutters are
can,
easy.
but you won't. You have a window to paint.
Yeah, I do have a window to paint. All right.
All right. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. We got to go. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.